Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to the Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Viktor today, going over the changes he's had to his burst mode, mainly. I don't think he's actually had any other changes, so it is just, yep, his burst mode. I meant to cover this on the PTS, never really actually got around to doing it, so now we're doing it on live instead. For whatever reason, even though I covered most of the things I wanted to get to on the test server, this one kind of got left behind. It isn't too big of a change, I think it's just pulling him more in line with the other ways of playing him and just the other Paladins characters, I think, in general. Haven't played with it yet myself, so it's going to be more of a first impressions than anything else, but just judging from what it reads like on paper, it's being pulled down from 220 damage per shot, which is 660 a burst, down to 200 or 600 per burst. It's also having a few changes to its damage fall off, but just judging from, again, how it reads on paper, I think that's just going to be bringing it more in line to the fact that it now deals 200 instead of 220. I can't imagine you'll feel like you've got less or more range because of these changes. So to me, at least, just to kind of overly simplify it, it's going to be dealing 10% less damage whenever you're running burst mode Viktor. I don't think it's going to be too noticeable for most people, but I think the people who are really, really good with it will probably, you know, deal 10% less damage, and that'll actually make a pretty big difference over the course of a match. I think pretty much everybody kind of agreed that burst mode was a little bit too good. Is this going to be enough? I'm not sure. It could easily go down even more, and I think still be a pretty solid talent, but I think 200 is a pretty good spot for it to be, and I guess we'll see from here. I wonder what they'll do in the future with it. Obviously, we're going to be playing with it today, and I'll give you guys my thoughts and stuff. I also needed a pretty good excuse to make a Viktor video, because I feel like it has been a while for the setup. I'm not going to change anything on purpose, just so that I can actually feel some sort of difference. I don't play that much Viktor normally, but these two setups are the exact same as they were in the last video. I, of course, have the grenade one still set up, although we're not going to be running with that today. If you want to see me play this, I've got a bunch of videos on grenade Viktor, but I have this one, which is kind of a mix between the two, with like burst mode, standard sort of thing, and then a bit of extra grenade reset. I'd say the standard sort of thing you see with burst mode setups is just lifesteal, movement speed when you're in iron sights, a bit of less recoil maybe, and maybe a bit of reduced time to actually bring it up, but it is definitely personal preference to an extent, because he has a really damn good selection of cards, to be honest, in comparison to a lot of other characters. Most of these you actually kind of see in, you know, somewhat regular gameplay. But yeah, then I also have this one, which is very, very similar. It just has 2 levels off of Grenadier, so we have a bit less reset, but then a bit of extra speed and a bit of extra lifesteal. I'd say the card you probably see the most that I don't have in my setups is Flak Jacket. For whatever reason, I don't really have any space for it, because I prefer to have these cards instead, but I definitely could do with having a variant of this loadout that has a bit of extra health, because you see this all the time, and it is really useful to have. Alright, well, for match 1, we got Siege Ice Mines. Seems like they didn't fix Cassie T-posing kind of weirdly. She's also the wrong size, because Vora looks massive in comparison just there, but whatever. We got a Cassie, a Vora, a Fury, and a Term for the team. I'm up against a Genos, a Nara, a Willow, a Tyra, and a Vora. I also haven't played burst mode Viktor in forever, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty. Also, thank you for the love yesterday on the Vora video. It was really great to see you guys actually enjoy that one. It was a bit of a rushed video, not that I didn't enjoy myself or whatever. I was just really sleepy when I recorded it, and I went to bed. I think as soon as I put the video up, after like an hour of it being up and me going through comments and stuff, I just went to bed. But I'm glad I was able to get it uploaded on the same day as the patch. I will be doing another one on Vora sometime soon. We'll go ahead and grab our burst mode, and then I guess the setup with less nade reset, because I imagine not too many of them are going to be sitting near the point. We'll go ahead and grab some Cauterize. Why not? We got Relentless Presence, pretty standard. Cherish, Decimation, Mercy Kill, Unyielding Pressure, Blast Fire, Binary Star, and Mother's Grace. Okay, it did take a while to put us in. Cassie wasn't here, so it is a 4v5. It is kind of weird though, seeing Vora not go for the one that gives her like the second tendril charge. We'll throw our nade just there and blast the Inara a little bit. She's actually nearly gone. She's on no health. I guess I should focus the Genos if I can. Throw a nade in. She should be kind of low. We should be able to finish her off. There we go. Nice. Get a bit of a cheeky angle. Throw a nade and then retreat, because there's no need for me to be in here. Get some shots here on the Inara, because we're kind of behind our wall. Can we get rid of the Genos as well? If my accuracy didn't suck, that would have been kind of easy. Did get the objective captured, and I forgot he was going for Binary Star, so I guess I'm dead. I also decided to just go really close to him and hip fire, but whatever. I'm dead. Doesn't matter. We captured the point. We'll go ahead and get some more Cauterize. Our Cassie is here though. She's gone for a dodge roll set up, so at least it is even now. We did manage to get the cap, I think, without the Cassie for the most part. We just got marked by the Tyra. I got some good damage. Just going to fall back a little bit. Throw a nade over. The Tyra is really low. Don't have that much reset, so I'm not able to throw another one for a minute, even though we hit a ton of people. A bunch of them are really low. There goes the Willow nearly. Throw a nade over. Genos is going for the ult, but we can pretty easily dodge that one, although I did still need to get hit by it. There goes the Inara. Feels really weird though, like I said, playing Viktor after not having played him for so long. I think the Genos is still just sat in here. Indeed he is. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat him, because his hitbox is really strange and my aim just shakes like crazy. I have no idea how I lose fights like that. Willow's just trying to shoot me. I'm emoting here and actually managing to dodge most of her stuff. The Genos is really low. He's gone. Throw a nade. Nobody's on the point though, so there is the push failed. We were doing it in the overtime. Bit of a shame to see we didn't get the push, because I think if we stayed on it there, we might have been able to get it. But I don't know. I feel like I'm doing okay so far. I can definitely tell that I'm dealing less damage, but it's not too noticeable most of the time. Somewhat unexpectedly though, for me, I'm noticing it more on the squishies than I am on like the Inara and stuff, especially when I go up against like the Genos or like the Vora or whatever. I can tell my damage is way lower than when I'm like fighting the Inara, which doesn't make much sense. Just going for the ult, but he's not going to get me because I'm not stood there anymore. Very weird. But yeah, I thought I'd notice it against the Inara way more than I'd notice it against like these squishier characters. But yeah, these for me, I'm noticing it way more when I go up against the squishies, because when I'm fighting Inara, even though I'm, you know, landing more shots on her or whatever, it just doesn't feel as noticeable. I guess we'll run back in. I grabbed some Haven. So far, team's doing a pretty good job of holding it. We'll throw a nade nade back there. I think I actually hit somebody on the head. I'm pretty sure I actually tapped Willow, which is kind of funny. Threw a nade there at the back. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult because it is a Tyra, so she is definitely going to have one charge left on the Vora. I'm trying to scope in. I was having to spam my right click then. It still didn't work. I'm dead to the Generals. I feel like he's killed me most of the time. I think I've got, what, 4 deaths? I think 3 of them at least are from that Generals. Well played to him. He's doing a pretty good job. There's Cassie going for the ult. We did get the objective captured, but yeah, the main reason Generals was causing me trouble, even though in a lot of the situations it is like a team fight, his hitbox is really weird with that skin, and when he's in his F, which just makes it really hard to land shots on him. He has a bunch of lifesteal. He also has a bunch of self-heal, and the aim shake whenever I get shot and I'm going up against him is just horrible. I could give you a million reasons, but it doesn't matter because I'm dead here, I think, anyway. Seems like the team's making a pretty good effort on the push, though, even if I'm not really doing anything, which is good to see because I'm kind of playing like ass so far. We'll throw a nade there. Hello, Generals. It's pretty much impossible for me to win these fights because of the aim shake. He's jumping over, but we still managed to clear him just about. Throw a nade over there for the Tyra. Push successful. There we go. Cool. I feel like I was just kind of distracting them there for a little bit. Get rid of the Willow in the slow-mo. We are playing burst mode Viktor after all. We're going to have to be cheesy. 3-1. We actually win this now if we get the cap. None of us have any ults other than me and Viktor nearly. The Fury used it right at the end there, which was probably unnecessary, but it doesn't matter because we did get the push there. Overall, I'm having a pretty easy time. The Jones is the only person causing me any sort of trouble, and it is because of his playstyle plus the setup, but everybody else I feel like we can deal with pretty easily. No one's really paying any attention to me, to be honest. Seems like Term's a little bit late to the point, which is a bit worrying. The Vora is going on him. Okay, we'll get some shots into it through a nade. Yeah, goes the freaking Jones. I have no idea how I killed him there. I feel like I was way off target. Go ahead and pop the ult. There's 2 things on it. Can we get one more? Is that enough for me to see her feet? No, there goes the Tyra. Seems like we pretty heavily won the team fight, though, even if I did play kind of badly again. Willow's going for the ult. There's a bunch of shots into her, and she is gone. I feel like I'm actually not doing too bad. The Jones ulted there, and I didn't even hear it until it had already gone off. I think I'm dead. No, I guess I'm alive on 300 health. Never mind. I spoke a bit too early. What the hell was I doing? 99%. We actually are still going to get the victory because I guess we distracted them for long enough. Honestly, thought they were going to get there, but anyway, there we go. 4-1. I'm honestly kind of surprised we bought enough time for that to go to 100%, but yeah, there we go. There is the victory. 11,674k. I could have done way better there, but I'm still, I guess, somewhat happy with the stat. For everybody else, the Cassie did alright, the Term did pretty decent, the Fury did pretty good, and so did the Vora. She was actually shredding there. 16,663k. Solid team overall. I feel like I actually didn't do too bad, but for some reason in that game I felt like I was doing way worse. For their side, Inara did okay, the Willow did alright. Both of them could have probably done a little bit better though. The Tyra did fine, the Vora did alright, and then the Jones definitely did the best there. Maybe if he was going for a full healer setup they would have had an easier time, but he was definitely playing as kind of a hybrid there. It did definitely work for him though, because he does have highest damage on their side, although on ours the Cassie beat him out, I beat him out, and so did the Vora, but that's because we were kind of just wailing on them for most of that game. Wouldn't say we really got cleared too many times as a team. I thought I had way more than 6 deaths, to be honest. I do have like the most on our side alongside the Vora, but I felt like I was dying way more than that. That was definitely a bit of a weird one. I feel like I say that all the time, but I just felt like I was doing way worse than I actually did there. Maybe that's just because of the burst mode changes. I don't know. We'll go ahead and requeue for another one. I'm just queuing for everything. You know, I could definitely tell his damage output was lower there, but it didn't feel like it was low enough to the point where it was going to really ruin burst mode Viktor or anything. He was definitely still really playable and really solid. I think the best way for me to explain it is just burst mode before was kind of right on the edge of being overpowered, and now it's being pulled down just to being good or very good. Alright, well for game 2 we've got Siege Jaguar 4s, we've got an Andro, a General Fernando, and a Koga, and then for their side Nara, a Vora who was on General's last time, a Fury who's level 150, a Koga level 244, and then a Leanne. Again, judging from the team comps, I am a little bit worried, but hopefully we will do fine. This is the first game I think I've had on live without a Vora on both sides as well, which is kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and grab burst mode though, and then the setup. I'm going to go for the nade reset one though this time, because I didn't go for it in game 1. I feel like I would have had a bit more damage if I did. For the talents, we've got Curse Revolver, Luminary, which actually kind of counters his nerf a little bit, Aegis, Adrenaline Junkie, Alacrity, Adrenaline Junkie again, Mother's Grace, Relentless Presence, and then Cherish. Okay, sure, so pretty standard stuff all around once again. Nando's going for a tank setup. We'll throw the nade. There's the reset. We'll throw another one. Gonna go ahead and run around the side to get a bit of an alternate angle because she blocked me off with the wall and she is gone. Nice. We'll throw a nade over and just sit on the point, I suppose. Seems like we actually managed to push them off quite a bit. We got a 1500 nade. We'll throw another one. I really do like nade Viktor. There's some shots for the Furia. Got another one just there. We actually dismounted the Inara. Got some good damage on us. Shots for the Koga. I don't know why Genos was so pushed up. We'll throw a nade back there. Hello, Vora. I guess you're here. Can we clear you? No, because the aim shake and my accuracy is just ass. But I guess we did hold it for a bit. I just don't know why everybody pushed up. Then Nando sat on the point and asked me to push up too, which didn't really work out all that well. We did not need to push up that hard. I think if we played near the point, we would have probably held that. There is a nade. We'll throw it again. Sure, I'm getting a ton of damage from the setup here, but it's a bit of a shame we didn't get the objective. Very tempted to go for the ult, but there really isn't any reason for me to. We'll throw the nade over. There's a full reset. We'll throw another one. Really do love this setup, man. It gives you so much free damage. Getting some cheeky shots there on the Leanne. She's running in. Okay, she's nearly gone. I don't know how I missed so many of those there. I feel like a bunch of those should have landed that didn't. Dismount again. There, Furia went for the ult, so I guess we're all kind of retreating a little bit. We'll throw a nade just there. That should get me something. Definitely kind of hard to notice the freaking nerf to burst mode when your aim shakes so much whenever you get tapped with Viktor. I feel like if I played more Viktor, I'd be used to it. I think the reason I find it really weird is most of the other characters in Paladins don't have that much aim shake, but Viktor just has a crazy amount. There's more hits into the Inara. Will throw a nade as the General's going for the ult. Nando went for the ult. I guess we'll go ahead and pop ours as well. There goes the Inara. Actually have vision on anybody else. I'm just going to spam it. Okay, there goes the Fury too. I guess that works. Throw a nade there. There goes the Vora. Koga is the only one left. We already got rid of the Lian. I don't really know what just happened to him. I guess he got hard slammed down because he wasn't able to go over the wall. That's kind of bullshit for him, to be honest. I feel like he would have died there anyway, but still I feel like he would have been able to at least distract us for a little bit longer. There goes the Vora. Nade for the Viktor in the slow-mo or the Koga. I mean, whatever. We got the 1-1. Nearly have enough to finish off Quarterize. Throw a nade just there. So far I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, I think the reason why I feel like I'm doing better than I was in game 1 is just because of the nade setup. I'm so adjusted to playing with it that whenever I don't get that double nade, it just feels weird. I think I might be dead. Can I throw out one more nade before I go? No, we did get a bunch of damage on him there though, but yeah, it's pretty much going to be a team wipe it seems like. Did finish off our Quarterize, just trying to get as many headshots as possible. We got rid of the Inara. We'll throw a nade over. There goes the Lian. So we actually managed to recover it. Hopefully they don't push back in again like they did last time. She did go for the ult. There's a nade. Thank you for free damage and a reset. We'll throw another one. There's another 400. There's some shots for Jesus Christ, the aim shake. How am I meant to even aim when it moves like that? I somehow even killed it. That's a new bug though. I'm doing like the run camera movement there, even though I'm obviously dead. Jones just got a double with the ult. Nice. Although Vora just got 2 of us as well. Team is spamming the overtime like mental. Koga is still on there though. We'll throw a nade. Go for the ult. There goes the Vora. Oh, never mind. I guess the Koga got it because he went ahead and popped his ult and then just spammed his dash. Like, it's kind of weird that he's able to cap the objective when he's in his ultimate, but hey, whatever. It doesn't really make that big of a difference because I think we should be able to hold it just like the first time round. Definitely also noticing the damage, reduction less because we have a Genos. Whenever he hits me with the heal, we do 230 instead of 200 because obviously he's buffing it by 15%. We threw a nade. We'll throw another one. I'm getting so much extra damage because of this setup. Honestly, if you don't run nade reset Viktor, I don't know why you don't. For some reason our Koga pushed up a ton there, but yeah, honestly, if you're not running nade reset Viktor, you should definitely give it a go because it is so much more fun to be able to throw out 2 and just get like 1.5k damage for free back to back instead of just being able to throw 1. As far as I know, it is a pretty standard thing, but still, give nade Viktor a try if you haven't before. You obviously still want to go for burst mode because the one that buffs his nade isn't that strong in comparison, but still, it is just really fun to be able to play him like this. Bounce one off the wall. Is that going to be enough damage? Yes, there goes the Lian. We got some more damage here on the Inara. I guess we might as well clear a little thing. Why not? And then just push back so I don't die. Throw over some more shots. Throw a nade there. I guess I actually hit the Vora. She's going for her thing, but she is cleared. The Fractal there was kind of funny. I'm just removing her from the game. Throw a nade probably a little bit too far back. Yep, there's more shots into the Inara though. Jesus Christ, the damage we deal is mental. More shots here into the Inara. Should probably be focusing on somebody else, but it doesn't really matter. The team is kind of handling everybody else. There goes the pretty much lot of them. Seems like we're kind of just distracting them here to stop them from getting to the point. There is a double. We threw a nade. Got a bunch of damage on the Vora, but yeah, there we go. Defense successful. I don't know what I just took damage from, but it doesn't matter. 2-2. We held it. We got about 1k credits. I think I'm going to go ahead and get double Haven. I think that makes the most sense. Life Root would also be useful, but they do have a bunch of Quarterize, which kind of means getting a Life Root wouldn't make too much sense. I'd much rather have the damage reduction. I think it would end up giving us more sustain anyway. From here, though, I'm not really sure what to get. I might get Morale Boost or Kronos. I think Morale Boost makes the most sense. We'll throw a nade straight off the bat and try to do the same combo, but I didn't get full reset. I'm going to throw it there because I think somebody might be going round. Yep, okay, I guess it's the Koga. I'm just going to wait here for a sec. More shots into the Inara. She's kind of just sat there taking free damage. Koga went for the ult, but he's gone. There goes the Inara as well. If we can just deal enough damage to go through the Fury heals, we threw a nade at the back. Is that going to kill her? No, but I think she is really low. She's got to be right. See if I can get a cheeky dismount. There we go. We dismounted the Inara. How rude. We go ahead and throw a nade over there as well. Fury is just here alongside the Vora. Get some shots into a throw. A nade and pull back a bit. Go ahead and pop the ult because why not? I feel like I'm way too conservative with the Viktor ult. I should use it way more often. Got rid of her wall. We actually just went straight through it. There goes the Fury nearly, but I'm dead to the Koga. And there we go. There's the objective captured. Koga was trying to hold it, but they were all cleared other than him and Fury, so of course we're going to get it. Pretty sure I've said it before, but I think that's the part where I fail the most with Viktor is just using my ultimate. I'm way too conservative with it. I should be getting morale boost and just spamming it as much as possible, but I just hold on to it forever and then never really use it when I should. Taking a bit of a side angle here. The Vora is running in on me. I think I might be dead. Maybe we can finish her off. Oh my god, she's on like one burst away from being cleared there. Oh, that's a pretty spicy nade. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw another one. Thank you for all the free damage, enemy team. I think somebody might be pushing up here on my left. I did see something, but I don't know what I saw. I saw somebody over there, I think. Yep, there we go. It was the Koga. I think I'm dead. Yeah, okay, fair enough. He landed pretty much all of his claws on me. I can't even be mad when I die in situations like that because I saw him. I just, for some reason, just decided to ignore him after I realized he wasn't there. Got like 3 seconds to jump back onto it. I don't think we're going to be able to get there. The Nando's trying. He's actually going to trigger the overtime, I think. Never mind. I thought he was in range there, but I guess not. There's a nade. That stun was nowhere near me, but obviously with the slow-mo it messes it up. 3-3. We do mostly have our ultimates. The Nando used it right at the end. I'm not sure when. He has 28% of it. Koga does nearly have it though. I thought it's pushing up on the freaking Genos. He died for it. Maybe we can get rid of her. No, because she's just going to get away. Koga and Andro are pushed up, but they're not in too good of a spot. Throw a nade off of that wall. Is that going to get me anything? Nice. We'll go ahead and throw another one. And Nara went for the ult. Team actually nearly cleared her. We actually got rid of the Koga there as well. I'm going to push up on the point. I think Vora just went for the ult and hit the Koga, but he's obviously still fine. They're just kind of firing around. There we go. She's cleared. We'll throw a nade over. Just going to play defensively. Really no reason to push up. And Nara took a side route. The Koga also pushed up there on the side. I thought I threw my nade, but I guess I didn't get it off. Jones was going for the ult. Only hit the Inara though. That could have been really big. He could have got 3 of them. Nando died to Vora. Andrew died to Koga. I'm going to try and run back in. I don't have anything really to get item-wise here. It's 90% to 60%. Or hit me with a dismount. Koga's also there, so I guess I'm cleared. Okay, I don't really know what I could have possibly done against that. I was dealing with the Vora fine, then Koga ran in and also gave her a hand. Genos for some reason is really pushed up, but yeah, there we go. There is the the defeat. Well-deserved win to them, I would say. Put up a really good fight for it. I think that could have easily gone either way, but I think I did my part at least. 13, 10, 142k. I cannot complain. 42k damage more than everybody else. Definitely should have used my ult better, but the nade setup is a big reason why we got the extra damage. I feel like I did fine. Definitely could have done better, but we did really decent. For everybody else, the Jones did a really good job. The Nando, not so much. He did struggle a little bit there. The Andro shredded. The Koga had a really hard time there, though. 10, 21, 72k is pretty rough for their side. Their Inara did pretty damn good. Their Void did really well. Their Koga did okay, although I was actually expecting him to have a better stat there. The N also had a bit of a tough time. I could tell she was struggling quite a bit, but the Koga was actually causing me a decent amount of trouble, even though his stat doesn't really show it. And then their Fury did a really good job. 15, 644k. I'd honestly say that was a super even game. Koga and the Leon on their side did a little bit worse. Our Koga and Nando did a little bit worse, but overall super solid. That could have been a win for us, could have been a win for them. It was really just up to that last round, and I kind of butchered it a little bit, but they also played a little bit better in the last round and zoned us pretty well. But yeah, there we go. That was the new nerfed burst mode Viktor. I don't really have anything else to add here at the end that I haven't said throughout the course of the video already. Really enjoyed game 2. Playing with the nade reset feels way better to me than playing with this one, which is why that's kind of the standard one I go for. But I feel like I've said pretty much everything I want to say, so we'll go ahead and yeah, just cut the video here, I guess. Don't really feel the need to repeat myself here, just for the sake of kind of summarizing it. I'm sure my point got across with how I feel about the burst mode nerf. I think most people kind of feel the same sort of way anyway, so there really isn't all that much else I could say about it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosted.